Jesus leaves the 99 for the one. You know what that makes him? Bad at his job, right? I mean, think about that. If you're going to leave those 99, you could end up losing the 99. And we think, okay, we don't really understand the significance of that. That is basically like putting your whole financial portfolio on the line, because that's where their wealth was in their livestock. And he says, oh, I don't care. I love that one so much, I'm going to pursue it until I can bring it home. And if they do stray, I'm going to pursue them as well. The trick is to listen to the good shepherd's voice. The Bible teaches us to hear God and to follow him. That you're not a very good shepherd if you risk the 99 for the one, that he's willing to, for us today, if we applied this, to risk his job, to risk his house and his boat, to give up anything if one more person would receive Christ eternally. I don't know if you remember when we studied heaven back this spring, but I know when I get to heaven, when we get to heaven, if we know Jesus, we've turned to him, and we've accepted his forgiveness, when we get there, we're not going to be celebrating all the things that we thought were important in this life. We're going to celebrate the things that actually last eternally. By the way, that doesn't start when you're like 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. That starts when you're like a 13-year-old. If you're here in a middle schooler or a high schooler or a young adult man, God is calling us even then to die to self, to say all sheep go astray, and how can God use my life? How can I risk anything so that I could see one more person come to know Jesus? Risk anything short of sin, will do it. That's his desire. That's why in verse 44, he says he'll leave the 99 for the one, that all good followers of Jesus would risk everything, leave their job, give up their energy and their time. They'd sell the car and their home if the Lord is calling them to do something like that. And I don't know about you, man, as I get more comfortable in life, sometimes I just want to keep protecting my time and my energy. And when God gives me opportunities to love people, I just go, I don't know, I don't really want to, because if I do that, then I'm going down this rabbit hole. And God wants to say, I put this opportunity in front of you. Follow me in it. It's what Jesus would do. And if you want to follow him, you may have salvation, but if you want to follow him, you have to be willing to put everything on the line, that someone might know the compassion of God in this lifetime, that it may truly change their life eternally. It's the way of following Jesus. It's what we're called to do as Christians.